Picture this. A narrow, dark alley in London. Thick fog covers the streets. The dim light of gas lamps flickers, and shadows stretch across the walls. Suddenly, a woman's scream echoes, but no one comes to help. By morning, her body is found, brutally mutilated in a way that chills the soul. This was no ordinary killer. This was the most terrifying and mysterious murderer in history, Jack the Ripper. A name that plunged London into darkness, and whose identity remains a mystery to this very day. The year was 1888. London's East End, especially the district of Whitechapel, was a place of poverty, disease, crime, and desperation. For women, survival was a nightmare, when we were forced into prostitution to avoid starvation. And in this environment, a killer emerged. A killer whose brutal crimes would shock the world and remain unsolved for over a century. Jack the Ripper's first known victim was Mary Ann Nichols. On the night of August 31st, 1888, she was walking back from a tavern when she was attacked. The next morning, her body was discovered. Her throat had been cut from ear to ear, and her abdomen slashed open. The horror had begun. The second victim was Annie Chapman. On September 8th, her body was found in the backyard of a boarding house. Not only had her throat been cut, but her organs were removed with terrifying precision. Investigators began to suspect the killer had medical knowledge, perhaps a surgeon or butcher. Then came the night of September 30th, known in history as the double murder night. The first victim, Elizabeth Stride, was found with her throat cut but otherwise untouched. Experts believe the killer was interrupted, but just a few hours later, another woman would be found, and what the investigators saw next was more gruesome than anything London had ever witnessed. The true nightmare was only beginning.